Okay, I could be completely false, but I mean, watching your previous movies and some of the behind the scenes where people are talking about you and whatnot, you really come across as a really laid back kind of guy. And then, like, hearing the stuff about the woman, I'm just like, whoa, that seems like a departure. I mean, did it feel like a departure? Was it something that...
I mean, if you've watched everything I've made up to this point, it's not really a departure, it's just an amplification.
Gotcha.
The laid back... Yeah, I try to keep myself in a relaxed place, but yeah, everybody has their moments where they freak out.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't working the way I want it to, and, you know, but you still try to be a real human being, you know?
Yeah.
Treat people with respect, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's kind of important. I want to be treated with respect, so I want to treat anybody I come across in life with respect.
Gotcha. Now, your movies are very artistic. I mean, like, even for, like, horror films, if you want to label them that, even though they really kind of seem to transcend that genre a little bit. Is that the kind of thing you're going to kind of stick to? I mean, like, those kinds of movies, or are you looking at maybe branching out at some point in your career?
I'm going to try all sorts of different things. I got romantic comedies I want to do, action movies, fairy tales, all sorts of different type of stuff. You know, horror has just been really kind to me, and I've been able to be really, really creative.
Yeah.
And have the type of creative control I need to make stuff that's interesting. So I'm not saying that I'm going to stop making horror films. I'm sure I'll make many more over the years, but whether that's what I do next or not, or the movie after that, I don't know.
Okay.
I always want to try to do something different, you know, and The Woman was so dark and so extreme that doesn't leave me a lot of room to go.
I was going to say, the bar seems to, I mean...
For me personally, I mean, a lot of other people can go crazy in places. But.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's... Like, I haven't been able to find a trailer for it, or
haven't made any.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it's all been word of mouth, but I mean, it's got that sort of word of mouth that, like, sort of you hear about the old 70s movies where it was like, it was banned because it was so intense, and it's almost got that sort of vibe to it now, just from word of mouth.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's rooted in a lot of that stuff. I mean, I'm a big fan of Sam Peckinpah. A movie like Straw Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That movie just railed me when I saw it for the first time, and I didn't know why. And the more I studied it, I figured out, you know, wow, this guy's really testing himself and crossing some lines that I might not even cross myself in films, you know. He went really deep there. Or Clockwork Orange or Peeping Tom, the Michael Powell film, you know. Stuff that just goes for it, especially in a time like, it seems like now movies are more conservative than they were.
It's definitely kind of fallen back, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of reverted back to that kind of conservative vibe, and I think that's bullshit, you know. I mean, we're getting our ass handed to us by all these films being made in Europe and Asia, you know. So it's like I wanted to make an American film about an American family in an American setting, but have it not be afraid to go deep, like something like Martyrs does, or Inside, or you know, any handful of things that are coming out, you know. So. Yeah, and just it was my, you know, I've been doing horror for a long time, and it was just, you know, it was like, okay, you want a horror movie? Here we go. We're gonna go as deep as we can possibly go, and kind of dissect why we watch this stuff. You know, if I can freak out real horror fans that have been desensitized to all this stuff over the years, then I'm doing something.
Cool.
Something worthwhile.
Now, is there any, like, set release date, or any kind of, like, is it going to the theaters? Are we looking at maybe a DVD release? Do you have any idea how...
It'll do a little bit of all of that, you know, in its own small way. It's not something that's going to be playing at every multiplex in America on 6,000 screens, but it's going to, you know, it's going to get out there. People will be able to see it in theaters, and it will be readily available.
And you had a screening for it on Thursday. How'd that go?
It went great, you know. I mean, it's the first time I've been able to show it to just a pure horror crowd, you know, which is awesome. You know? And I freaked a lot of them out.
Really?
It's kind of cool.
That's awesome. Do you have any other projects lined up now, or are you looking at just kind of promoting this one?
I'm putting stuff together, but I can't really talk about it yet.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, man. Is there anything you want to say to the online public or anything like that?
See The Woman. Look out.
That's awesome.